Hello there. Here we are, our last video together this semester in the college algebra course. Now, as promised, I told you I would make a video concerning the final 10 questions on the final exam, as well as an extra credit opportunity if you are interested in taking advantage of that. So here we go, a little information about the final 10 first. You will see, and this is in no particular order, you will see one more question that is similar to number 1 on the review packet, but one more question where you're going to have to be able to find the slope between 2 points and write the equation of a line in slope-intercept form. You're going to have to be able to determine the domain and or the range of a function from its graph. I'm going to give you a problem where you have to evaluate a function given in function notation at an algebraic expression. Okay, so maybe not asking you to find for f of x, find f of 5, but I might ask you to find f of n plus 10. And so you're substituting in an algebraic expression for x instead of just a numerical value. You also need to know all of the graphical transformations on functions. So that would be like translations, sliding left, right, up, down, reflections, stretching, shrinking, both vertical and horizontal. What you're going to see on the final exam is 4 of the questions are going to be of this variety in the way of a matching set of questions. Here are 4 functions. And here are 4 graphs, and you match them up A, B, C, D. So that's 4 of the final 10 questions concerning graphical transformations. Another one you need to know how to do is know how to graph a linear inequality. Specifically, you need to know when the inequality, when the graph gets a dashed line or a solid line, and when you would shade either above or below the line. So what you'll have then, I believe on the final, you're going to have a picture of a graph and inequality already sketched for you. And then you'll have 4 inequalities to choose from, and which one is the correct one will be dependent on if you know what makes the line dashed or solid, what makes it shade above or below. So there you go, there's a little information about the final 10. It's not all of the final 10. That might represent what I just showed you, about 7 or 8 questions. But there's still just a couple of surprises left at somewhere in there that you're just going to be on your own for. Now, on to some information about the extra credit opportunity. What I would like you to do, again, if you want to do this, is to write a 1 or 2 page paper, depending on how much you have to say about this. A 1 or 2 page paper addressing the following issues concerning this course. And it can be double-spaced, it'll be just fine. So what I'd like to hear from you is, what did you like about the flipped classroom, the way that we taught the class this year? What did you not like about how we taught the class? How would you suggest to possibly change or improve upon this course for next year's students that are going to take college algebra? Do you think that this flipped classroom has enough merit that I should continue it for next year's students? And if I did, how could I make that better? And also just kind of more, I guess, immediate for you, if we continue the flipped classroom model for the trigonometry course, you know, how would we make it a little bit better next semester in the trig course? And then what I'd also like, finally, is just kind of an honest self-evaluation of how you think you did this year in the course. You know, I want you to rate your commitment to the course, your effort in the course. You know, were you always prepared for class every day? Did you always watch the video with enough time to kind of let it digest and sink in before you came to class? Or were you cramming all the time? Were you not watching the notes? Were you just copying the notes from another student and never really watched the videos? You know, I want some sort of honest self-evaluation, kind of reflection on how you think you did and how, you know, how much you think you got out of the course. You know, maybe if you had it to do over again, could you do better? How would you do better? Kind of those sorts of things. So there you have it, a 1 or 2 page paper addressing these issues right here. As far as due date goes, I would like it turned in when you take the final exam. So you have 2 or 3 days upon possibly seeing this before this would be due. I will make it, just to be fair, because I really want to hear your input, and so I want to encourage you to do it. I'll make it worth 20 points. Final exam, just applied to your semester grade overall. So 20 free points if you do this and turn this in when you take the final exam. Okay, that's it. Good luck with your studies for the final exam, and we'll see you in class.